Welcome back to the channel, ladies and gentlemen. This is the moment that you've all been waiting for. Maybe not. The moment I've been waiting for. This has been a 3-year project. As you can see here, I am standing in my boat. Any of you guys who watch my videos pretty regularly will recognize this boat and will recognize all the stuff we've done to it. Originally, the plan was to completely go over this boat, do everything we did to it in like a year's time, and do a video series on it. And I did 2 video series. You guys can go check those out. I'll have them in the description down below. But we ended up taking like 3 years to do it, and it spread out with multiple different cameras and multiple different times. I wasn't able to film everything, and so it ended up being a little bit of a mess of a project, but we finally got it done, and I'm going to do a big comprehensive video for you guys today, going over everything we've done to this boat. If you have not already, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. We are like just a few subscribers away from 500 subscribers, and then hopefully we can get to 1,000 shortly after that. This boat is going to be the boat that you guys see in a lot of my videos. Hopefully you can hear it. This wind is just picking up while I'm recording. I don't know why it does that, but anyway, hey, this is my G3 1448. We call it the Avalon, and let's get started. Start from the outside here. Here she is. She is 14 foot long, 48 inches wide at the bottom. Pretty good medium-sized G3. This boat has been great for me so far. We got this boat about 4 years ago. Went ahead and did just some regular stuff. What do you want? Selling it? No. That was my neighbor. Anyway, we got this boat 4 years ago. Went ahead and did some normal stuff, put a trolling motor on it. Already had the motor on it and everything. We bought it used, so it had a couple things done to it. I'll throw up a picture of what it looked like just on the screen right now. So that's the before, what you guys have to compare this boat to, and any of you guys have been watching the channel have seen it. But I got here, we'll start from the outside, just give it good old outside stuff. This is my trusty Yamaha 20 horsepower. Got this fancy little sticker on there, I guess. This thing has been super reliable. We had a fuel pump issue with it. That's the only issue we ever had. I ended up replacing the fuel pump. Works really good. The only issue that I have with this motor is I wish it was faster. Getting a 40 horsepower for this would probably be ideal, but then I would have to put pods on it, and I don't really want to deal with that. So tell me down below what you guys think would be the ideal setup for this boat. I go by myself with no gear about 29 miles an hour, which really isn't too bad, but with gear and my brother going out on a trip, we're really around 21 miles an hour, which is not super good, but it still gets on plane just fine. We do have some green lights here in the back. Obviously you can't see those because it's light outside. We got this Garmin transducer, which I will show you guys in there in a moment. We got, this is all custom right here. This is a custom bracket my brother, my dad, and I made. That bracket took us a while to make, but we ended up designing it for this manual power pole is what I'm going to call it. This thing you guys can actually buy yourselves. We did not make this. We bought this off Tiny Boat Nation's website. So it's pretty simple. Pull the pin up top. Boom. There it goes. So this thing will stop this boat in about 7 feet, 8 feet of water, something like that. I think they have a smaller one as well, but in total this thing only weighs like 15 pounds. So that's why I got it. I didn't have to have any extra batteries or worry about draining the battery life or running electrical with like a micro anchor. Like, this was just the easiest thing. It's quick, it's easy, it's light, it's simple. I love how it's mounted on here. We actually had it mounted up here, which is why it's all scuffed up, but we ended up mounting it down here to actually get it a little deeper, just above the water line. But this thing is awesome. We'll go ahead and put this bad boy back up. It's hard to do with one hand, I'm noticing. There we go. All right, back in business. So there's that. What else we got here on the outside before we go towards the inside of the boat? Give you guys a quick walk around. You know, got the trailer tongue, nothing fancy there, but we'll go ahead and start right here in the front we'll make our way back with showing you guys every little thing that we did to this thing. We got first thing up, maybe not the most obvious, but thank you to my soon-to-be wife, Sarah. She bought me these for Christmas. These are flip-up tie downs. I got one here, one there. We actually got two in the back as well. These have been really good. The other ones we had, I would like stub my toe on them. They like stuck up so high. And also I would catch my line on them. Like if I was trying to land a fish, wasn't paying attention. So that wasn't good. But this is something we added as well. It came with a small handheld trolling motor. Just wasn't up to par for what I wanted to do with this boat, which is go out, bass fish in big lakes when I need to, small lakes when I need to, take it inshore where you really need a trolling motor like this, a 55 pound, what is it? It's thrust, whatever that means. You guys know what I'm talking about. But that's it. It's actually just got its service, so that was quite expensive. I don't even know if I have battery. Oh yeah, battery's still at 100%. That's good. Here's the front of it. This thing has been through some abuse for sure. But I got this hooked up here. This is what I love about this is I can leave the battery in there and charge it in the compartment and just plug and unplug this trolling motor just like that. I would if you guys have a similar setup like this, you're trying to figure out how to run your trolling motor, I totally recommend this. You can buy it on Minn Kota's website, I believe, or even on Amazon, I think they have it. I'm not exactly sure what the name of this was, but you guys can use the video and get this. This is a nice little setup. Right now I don't have the transducer on here, but it's in the box. I usually have a down scan transducer on this, which runs to this little echo map Garmin. This thing's good. It's good for when I'm bass fishing, just if I want to fish structure or crappie fishing or something like that. I honestly don't use that this much, but I like having it here just in case, and it's in a good little spot. This thing, as you can see here, we've gotten some serious staining on this whole boat, but this is the seadeck ruler. They come, if you buy a big set, you can get one of these. It's 48 inches long. Have not caught a fish big enough to go all the way across that yet, but hopefully we will in upcoming videos. So that was cool. This entire thing obviously has seadeck on it. We did two colors. The inside color is a darker gray. The outside color is a light grayish white kind of color, which I'm regretting because now I can never freaking clean it. But that went well. We actually cut it all ourselves, which might why it might not look perfectly straight. We could have taken it somewhere and then done the whole laser scan, 3D scan thing, and then printed them all out, and that would have been ideal, but those are really expensive. So the next biggest thing is this. This might just look like it belongs here. That was the goal. This entire middle part, from basically where the ruler is to this right here, this middle seat, was completely open when we got the boat. That's how most Jon Boats come. This was the biggest part of this build, and I have pretty much an entire video on us doing this. It's pretty much a fully custom. My brother, my dad, and I designed this, drew it up in CAD, got it laser cut, manufactured, welded, riveted, everything that we did for this ourselves. So we got two big compartments, which was the main complaint with a Jon Boat, right, is you don't have a lot of storage. Well, now we do have some storage. I'll walk around to the side here. Go ahead and open this bad boy up. Go ahead and get that. Boom. There you go. So full storage. It's a disaster in there right now. It's actually a little damp because I didn't have it latched when I was cleaning it. That's where all the tackle and stuff goes. I need your guys' help. Any of you guys watching this that have a similar boat or have any ideas for tackle storage, I'm looking for ideas because I hate having to bring my backpack, my tackle backpack in here, throwing it in there. It's hard to get in and out. I just want to be able to open this up and there be something where I can have soft baits, hard baits, maybe a couple tackle boxes, nothing major. But you guys can see the battery box is up in there as well. But both compartments open up, but one major design flaw that we found was opening that, you can't open it while the trolling motor's down. So you got to put the trolling motor up to open that compartment. So all the stuff we don't need to get into that often, we'll go into that side. Boom. So latch down. All right, moving on. So this is middle seat, was here when the boat came. It actually has a live well, which is what that is, goes to the live well pump in the back of the boat. I'll open this bad boy up. It's a disaster right now, super dirty, but that's a live well. It's not quite, I would consider like a competition live well for like bass fishing. but you could use this live well for bait. When we're saltwater fishing, we use it, put shrimp, pinfish, all that type of stuff in there. And the number one thing I wanted when I was building this boat were these rods. This is my brother's rod, but this whole setup right here, rod tubes, these were I found on Amazon. You see I didn't use a stainless screw there because it's rusting. These hold the butt ends of the rods in right there. You can put 2 rods in either side. There's 2 over there as well, and 2 right there. So I could carry 4 rods in this boat without having anything up. They're all packed away, they're safe. That's what I love the most about this boat. Is before we'd have rod tubes everywhere, banging into rods, casting into rods. These are a big help for that. All right, moving along. Ooh, another custom thing that we built. So my son went away, but we went ahead and designed this right here. This is a grab bar, and obviously you can see the Garmin down here as well. We'll go ahead and go over the Garmin. This is a side scan. It doesn't have any live scope or all that bullshit. It's just side scan, down scan, but it works perfect for this boat. Does good mapping and all that. Got it on a ram mount down here. This is custom, as you can tell. Everything is bolted into these right here, and this thing right here is actually removable. So if it's in the way, you got a couple more people in the boat, you need someone to be able to sit there, this is removable. You just pull a pin, pull it out, or we're actually going to put a shear pin in there, so if we ever like hit a sandbar or something and it doesn't impale you, it just breaks instead. That would be the goal. Got down here, we got a little switch panel. This was on the boat when we got it. This screw actually just fell out the last time I took it out, but this thing's good. You got a charger right here, cigarette lighter charger, got USB charger. I would love for it to have USB-C, but it doesn't have that. Batteries are off right now, but all these run the live well pump, these lights, and the lights on that side. There's lights in the compartments as well. It runs the what else does this run? There's a couple that don't do anything. Oh, the pump that pumps the water out the back. That's a pretty important one. We've had some issues with that. We went ahead and redid that. And then obviously battery is in here, and all the electronics are in here. So this is semi-waterproof. It needs to be 100% waterproof, but like water like evaporates up in there, and then it like rains. I don't know, it's not ideal. Need to come up with some better stuff. Got the battery set up back here. It's a little bit of a mess, but some extra ropes that usually belong up front. Not sure why they're back here. We went ahead with a 3.5 gallon gas tank, or I think either 3.5 or 2.5, I don't know. We had a 7 gallon gas tank in here, but I took it out just to save weight. If we ever go to do some trips like the Everglades or anything like that, or we're gonna be out for a couple days, we'll go ahead and put the bigger gas tank on there. But as you guys can see, we got the 2 pumps back here, got a spare prop, which is super important. I would totally recommend you guys getting a spare prop. Never had an issue yet, but I'd prefer to have it and then not have an issue. And then got these right here. I went ahead and showed you guys those at the front. These are awesome. Thank you to my fiance. This we did not design ourselves. We could have, but this guy on Facebook, his name is Casey Bass. I will have all of his stuff linked down below in the description. He hooked me up with this thing. He makes all types of different colors. He does the wraps himself right here. He does custom of these that fit onto any motor that you have. So if you guys are looking for these, he's super good. He's very affordable. It's cheaper than getting like a carbon marine one or whatever they call them. It's like way cheaper than that. He ships it to your house. They're aluminum, they're light. They fit onto any motor that you have. He'll make it custom for that. Would totally recommend his stuff. Like I said, I'll have all of the stuff in the description. He also does other custom stuff. I'm sure he could do stuff like the grab bar and all that. So if you guys are looking to do a boat build like this, but maybe you don't have a machine shop like we did to be able to do this, I would absolutely recommend calling him up, checking him out on Facebook. So, you know, there's not a floor here. For a while we had foam in here and then like horse mat, but that was stupid heavy. This is a sheet of aluminum with seadeck on top of it that we custom laser fit to go in this boat, and it is super solid. There's pretty much no bow in it. I don't remember exactly the thickness. If you guys want to know, I can look that up for us, but I think that's it. I can't think of anything else I missed, but anyway, if you guys have any opinions on what I should add to this boat, anything I should do, anything I should do for the tackle storage, that's what I really need help with. I need some tackle storage ideas. for inside the compartment. So if any of you guys have boats and you have found something that works good for you, let me know, and that way I can cheat off your homework and get me some tackle storage. But while we're standing here, let me go ahead and show you guys the full rig. I just got a new truck also. If any of you guys watch my channel, you know I have a green Ford Ranger. Not anymore. The green Ranger's gone. Got myself a gray Colorado. I really just needed something with four-wheel drive, and I really needed something that was big enough for work. So I got both those things. Pulls the boat a lot better than the Ranger does as well. Just bigger motor, newer, more capable. But yeah, if you guys enjoyed today's video, let me know. Subscribe to the channel. Our next video is going to be the fishing tournament for Kolton. If you guys aren't familiar with that, I would totally recommend going down in the description. It's going to be a charity tournament for 5-year-old Kolton man. He has been diagnosed with leukemia. It's here in Winter Haven. So I don't live in Winter Haven, but it is here in Central Florida. So if any of you guys that watch my stuff are interested in having an excuse to come out on April 6th to do a little bass fishing, most of the money from the tournament that they raise is going to be going to Kolton's family. So I'm sure they will greatly appreciate that, and I'll be out there as well, so I'll be able to see you guys. And I think that's about it. So I appreciate you guys watching. We'll catch you on the next one.